This is Eko Atlantic City, just like the Palm Jumeirah in Dubai, New Cairo in Egypt, or the Vertical City in Saudi Arabia. Eko Atlantic City is Nigeria's version of a futuristic city, built on more than 10 million square meters of land reclaimed from the Atlantic Ocean along the coast of Victoria Island, Lagos, with the aim to create a new city.
Today, a liability that threatens the entire Victoria Island of Lagos has been arrested and is being converted to a great asset of prosperity.
After more than 17 years of launch, it still feels like the development is below expectation, with lots of undeveloped plots, far off from the official rendering showing what the city would look like at completion. A lot of critics have called the city a Potemkin village. Some refer to it as a white elephant project, saying it is just another city for only the super rich and has no direct benefit to an average Nigerian.
The Eko Atlantic City is built to solve a problem. So the problem has been solved. Why is it now the city is for the uber rich and not for the average Nigerian?
I made a video 2 years ago educating people about this project, and since then a lot of you requested I revisit the city again to see what has been done so far. So I'll be visiting Eko Atlantic City in 2024 to investigate why it still seems empty after more than 17 years, asking questions like how much does it cost to own a home here and who are the real owners of this city.
Why is Eko Atlantic still empty in 2024? I'm at Azuri Towers, right? And it's a project by Eco Development. So what I want to do right now, I want to go meet the MD, the managing director, and I have some questions that I need answers. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon.
Nice to meet you.
My name is Irejo Gbadebo. I am the MD CEO of a company called Eko Development Company, and I've been an advocate for Eko Atlantic City since 2009.
Eko Atlantic City was born out of a problem. In 2006, the shores of Victoria Island was being eroded by the waves from the Atlantic Ocean.
If you look at the lie of the land, this was the original coastline of Lagos. And this third revetment over here caused currents that washed away Bar Beach. It started to threaten what is Amadubelowe.
So the city developer South Energy X was granted the permission to build a preliminary seawall to protect the shores of Victoria Island.
So they built that and got a concession to build Eko Atlantic City. It's this Lagos seawall. It's built with boulders that come all the way from Abeokuta and stones and concrete, what they call acropods. I like to term them like tic-tac-toe, and they're placed like together as wave breakers. And they built this wall, and this wall, they call it the Lagos Wall, goes all the way to this dike.
The shore protector, now known as the Great Wall of Lagos, is an 8.5 kilometer long sea barrier, which is the backbone and the protector of the low-lying Lagos from the relentless forces from the Atlantic Ocean. The once devastated shoreline was not only repaired but re-established to where it once was, 1.5 miles offshore.
Right now we're standing on the top of the Lagos Wall. It's got boulders and stones, and they built it up almost like a pyramid out of the sea like this. And then on top of the boulders here, they put those concrete acropods I was telling you about. The acropods are designed to break the wave.
So you're trying to tell me in 100 years, in 150 years, the water level is never going to rise above this point?
The man who built Titanic said, oh, the ship will never sink, and it sank. From all the research that was done, with the storms that had passed and the sea level that had risen, they took a view that this is it. But don't forget, we are dealing with Mother Nature all the time. If a 20-meter high tsunami comes, it's going to wash this place over, but then it'll wash over the whole of Lagos. But if it's that the water rises 1 meter, 2 meters, 3 meters, by that time it's swamped Lagos. 4 meters, 5 meters, if it's rising as a matter of, say, global warming, 1 meter every so many years, then this will be the last place to go.
This busy idea turned into a significant project with benefits to overcome 100 years of coastal erosion while building a new city on reclaimed land at the same time called Eko Atlantic City, with promise to provide homes to over 250,000 people and put Lagos, Nigeria on the world map.
Now, Landmark Beach was created by the wall that Eko Atlantic built, the developers of Eko Atlantic City. Prior to that, it was pure Atlantic Ocean and nobody could swim there. So whether people want to accept it or not, Eko Atlantic City is the saving certainly of Victoria Island and most of Lekki Phase 1 on the other side. They actually knew Eko Atlantic City was coming. The beach was a byproduct of the building of the Lagos Wall. I think that the CEO of Landmark, coincidentally who happens to be a friend of mine, did an excellent job of harnessing the economic potential of a temporary beach. But it was always going to be temporary. And I think that needs to be made clear. He built on the land he bought, totally agree. But the beach was not part of the land.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
This was the question somebody asked me. And the question was quite straightforward. And he said, why is Eko Atlantic still empty in 2024?
Look at how much land is there. Do the math. 2008.
Yeah.
This was Atlantic Ocean. You reclaim the land, it settles, you start building. 2008 to 2018 is 10 years. Eko Atlantic City is not even 20 years old yet. Do they know how long it took Victoria Island to get where it was? This isn't you've got a small plot of land, go and get a tanker, bring a few tipper loads of sand, build your pad foundation, put up your house, and then it starts to fall and then it gets mold. No, this is properly built. So every property here has been piled down nicely. This is not a city we want to rush so that in 15, 20 years time it's not fit for purpose.
How long has this been built for? Like when did they start the construction?
They started the construction probably, it's been a while, and the reasons were many and varied. The first thing that happened to this building was the tanking of the Naira. They restructured the finances.
Would you say that has affected a lot of projects here in Eko Atlantic City?
I would say so, yes. Eco Pearl, for example, is supposed to be 5 towers. They've done 2. Our economy has affected the plan. We needed to do this to save Lagos, but Lagos also has a housing deficit. Well. Give you some context. My father, who's 93 now, when he was a boy, Lagos was a city of 600,000 people. Lagos is a city with a population that is more than the country of Ghana.
Yeah, definitely. The initial idea about Eko Atlantic, what most people thought is the city planners or the city developers where they want to develop the city.
No. They're providing the roads and the infrastructure. You can't buy a plot of land, you develop it yourself.
Okay, the developers coming in are the ones developing the city.
Absolutely correct. I'm developing on the land that I own.
Yeah.
What government did was give concession to the developers of Eko Atlantic City to create Eko Atlantic City and then make their money back, the money they've spent to make it, by the selling of land and so on and so forth. So the owners of Eko Atlantic City are selling the land. So when you come here to buy land, you buy from them, you register with them, you plan your buildings, they give you planning permission. And they have pre-agreed with like Lagos State what is going to happen here.
The builders promised Eko Atlantic City would solve the chronic shortage of real estate in the world's fastest growing megacity Lagos. A lot of Nigerians will never get to enjoy the benefit of a city like this when it's fully built because it is far out of the reach of millions of Nigerians. And to add to that, it is priced in dollars.
For an apartment like this, what are we looking at in terms of price points?
$2.5 million.
$2.5 million. But a lot of people would ask, why price it in dollars when it's right here in Nigeria?
Let me start from the very beginning. There's no such thing as a Naira-denominated loan for construction. Second thing is that actually that holds the value. Whether or not the place is expensive depends on what the Naira is doing.
Yeah.
Third, which some may say is the first reason, this is a free trade zone. I'm allowed to do it in dollars, but that's not the reason. The reason I do it in dollars and tell you the dollar price is because that's the cost and what I can sell it for to pay back what I owe, what the value of it is. And then whether you choose to pay in dollars or you choose to pay in Naira, totally up to you. Every city in the world has its districts for the uber rich, then the uber rich, then the rich, then the not so rich, then the middle class, then the affordable. And Eko Atlantic City is no different. It has its uber rich corner, and that's where this is.
Very nice.
Yeah. I mean, free trade zone has so many advantages in the sense that you don't have to pay tax on a free trade zone, and you can charge in dollars. So the price has not changed in 4 or 5 years.
$900,000 entry price for the
3-bed.
3 beds.
But this one is 2.5.
2.5 million. Wow. How many Nigerians can pull out 2.5 million for an apartment like this?
More than you know. Let me put it like this. If I say I'm going to sell to the 1% of 1%, that's still 25,000 people.
Yeah, and that's a lot, right? Because of our population of 200 and something million.
You got it.
This city is divided into 3 phases, phase 1, 2 and 3, and several plot types including oceanfront, the marina and the city view, each with its own price point. A quick search on Nigerian Property Center website says a square meters on a normal plot is sold for $2,000 per square meter. So this 3,146 square meters is on the market for $6.2 million. A marina plot can demand a price tag upwards of $5,000 per square meter.
So this has the biggest plots.
This side.
As you get to phase 2 and phase 3, which you can see the wall as the wall is curving all the way.
Yes.
The phase 3 has the smaller plots.
I can see someone building a house, a villa.
Yeah, he lives there already. So that side has land small enough for you to build a house. But if you spend Uber money buying a plot, I mean, if you turn around and have a look over there.
This is
let me
huge.
show you.
This is like what?
This is
20,
a plot
000.
of land, exactly.
20,000 square meters.
You ain't building a house on this. You know what I'm saying? You're building a condominium or 2 or 3 or 4.
Yes.
But that's the size of the plot. That's what makes it expensive.
How much is your penthouse though?
My penthouse goes for $15 million.
$15 million, not
If
naira.
you bring me 12.5, 13 million,
You'll talk about it,
I'll sell it to you. And you'll be living on top of the world.
15M. But most people would be like, if they have 15M, they're going to go to Miami or...
And you will always be an immigrant. At least here, you'll be a Nigerian in your own country.
You're a second-class citizen.
You will always be second class. It doesn't matter how many generations you'll be a black person, they will still stop. They will still stop you and ask you why you are driving an expensive car. Whereas the police here will be saluting you in your expensive car. Toilet. You go there and they'll say, guy, car registration, step out, put your hands on the hood. Doesn't matter how you shout that the car is your own. How dare you?
Ooh. Okay guys, so before I continue with this video, I want to take a second and give the sponsor of this video, Epidemic Sound, a shout out. You guys oftentimes will be asking me, Steven, where do you get your music from? Where do you get your sound effects from? Well, everything I get from Epidemic Sound. Royalty-free music curated by original artists, and you can use them without getting copyright striked on your videos. Thousands and thousands of music is added to the library here every week. You find a particular song that you like, just like this one. You can use this tool just right here. You can see find similar. When you click on it, it allows you to see similar music, making it very easy for you to find that right music for that right video. So they're offering a free 30-day trial just because you're watching this video. Now you're going to find my special code right in the description of this video. So click it, create your account, and start using Epidemic Sound for all your videos online. So sign up for Epidemic Sound, get your free 30-day trial, and begin creating awesome videos just like I do for my YouTube channel. All right, only less than 1% of the whole population in Nigeria can afford to buy it, hence making this city only for the diaspora.
I'm building in a city where I build and my sewage system is international quality.
Yeah.
I don't have a soakaway here.
But then the question then lies, like, why should every Nigerian not have access to such infrastructure?
There's no reason why every Nigerian can't have access
Why
to
should it be for the uber rich?
If you make your money, you buy. Discrimination comes if I say it's only for men, or it's only for women, or it's only for Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa. That's discrimination.
Yeah.
Anybody can buy. We're not discriminatory about the color of your money. I mean, we'll do our due diligence on you because we have to know the source of your money.
Yeah.
Another question that critics raised was if Eko Atlantic City would become another concrete jungle like Lagos.
Can you see that tree? That tree is over 60 years old. It was rescued from Proben Road when they came to do Proben Road in Ikoyi, and they were knocking down trees. So I think it's Aralia, I think that's the name of the company, run by an architect, again, called Tola Akinkugbe, who organized to dig the tree out and come and replant it here. And when I saw the video he did online of that, he had some very negative points, saying, yes, the whole of Eko Atlantic is a concrete jungle. Please take a look. Every 2-3 meters, there are trees. The whole of Eko Atlantic City
Ash trees.
Shrubland. But all these trees are native to Nigeria.
Yeah,
palm trees.
But
are they going
to grow bigger than this?
They are.
Because I feel it's...
At night, if you come at night,
yeah.
especially in the dry season, you will see them with their yellow tankers and dragging their hose pipes to water every one of these plants.
Oh, for real?
For real. These have only just been planted, these ones here.
Yeah.
But if you go further to some of the more established areas on your way out, you'll see the trees are rising up.
So we're going to have greenery in Eko Atlantic.
It's a green city. It's going to be a green city. Probably have a leaf span, maybe halfway around the diameter of this. It's a big tree.
Yeah.
They had to lop off a lot of branches to be able to get it here without too much trauma.
So quick one, like this city, like how do they get the electricity for the Eko Atlantic City?
They have turbines and they use gas.
This city is powered by gas?
Yeah, it's a gas-powered city. So you can see that this area where the trees are a little bit older, they're already growing a little bit higher. Can you see?
Yeah. And it's going to grow
they're going
really
to grow
high.
taller. Some of these are royal palms. You can see where the bushy trees. I mean, they have their job cut out for them as trees.
Yeah.
To grow against the wind. Now, the interesting thing, if you look at Eko Atlantic, you'll notice that the roads are higher than the plots of land.
Yes, I was going to ask that.
So the roads are at about between 8 and 9 meters above sea level. So anybody who says that the Atlantic is going to come and claim us back, I can tell you for free, it will claim Lagos back first.
Yeah.
Because Lagos is less than a meter above sea level. The reason this was done like this is because we don't want people parking on the road.
Yeah.
So they want you to be able to put all your basement parking in and still be at road level.
Right.
So you can put 2 layers of basement parking here and your ground floor is still your ground floor.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Because of the economic instability in Nigeria, it would take at least 2 decades realistically before Eko Atlantic would look like this rendering. However, a few projects have been completed.
One is the Alpha 1, which is a building that has quite a very interesting shape. Alpha 1 is an A-grade office space. So you'd have companies that want to have their offices here. They can come here. So I don't know if there is any company at the moment that is occupying this office. I'm not very sure.
The second and the first residential towers was the Eko Pearl Towers. At completion there will be 5 towers, but as of 2024 only 2 has been built so far.
I can see a residential building on here. Like it's a 3-story building. So what is written there is First Villa Eko Atlantic City. You can see the First Villa Eko Atlantic City.
Still under construction is the new USA Embassy located on a 12.2-acre site, estimated over $537 in construction costs, and an estimated $95 million will be invested in the local economy during the lifespan of this project.
This consulate general campus on over 5 hectares of land will be the only U.S. consulate in the world with a boat dock.
So I don't know if you can see that those 3 towers on there, like they are painted in yellow. So that's Eko Energy Estate right here in Eko Atlantic City. It's residential, but it's not being occupied. I really don't know why. This project that we are pointing to are projects that have gone above foundation. You can visibly see it. There are some projects that have been commissioned, like the Anglican church that's going to be here in Eko Atlantic. That church hasn't been built. I think that's the land right there. The church hasn't been built, so no one's saying anything about it. So what I'm actually pointing to you guys right now is the project that's actually being constructed at the moment.
There are other projects still ongoing construction, like the Orca Deco Mall and the Phoenix Towers. Some other has been commissioned but haven't commenced construction yet.
Let me know what you guys think of this video. I hope you liked it, and I can't wait to share more episodes actually from the other country. It'll be short. So subscribe to the channel if it's your first time. Right, most of you watch the videos and you don't subscribe. The only way you can encourage us to make more videos is by subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.